Alright, well, it has been quite a long time since I last uploaded, recorded, did anything for this channel. But I figured, 2020, at some point I'm gonna have to give up on figuring out how to edit stuff and just make a video. So here we are in Warframe. I'm in the Semicrolum, and I've been testing out a lot of builds on this game. I'm actually pretty high up in this game. I have a lot of hours in here. But I never figured out how to build in this game. Anything good that I do, 100% stolen from offline. But I was messing with sword builds, right? Because I have a bunch of strong melee weapons, and none of them ever seem to really do anything. So I go online, and that's my dog screaming in the background. Ignore that. And I go online, and I see that Zaws are supposedly better than, normal melee weapons. So I go and make one, find the strongest combination of parts, and I ended up making this right here, gold experience. And it's very confusing, okay? We're gonna take a look at this build, and you're gonna see why I'm confused. So, you'd think that when you use a gun in this game, you go for straight damage, maybe some critical, some crit damage, stuff like that. Maybe status if you're building a status weapon. For swords, it seems like it's not that simple, because if you try to go straight damage, you end up doing no damage. Now, for this build, it looks like we're doing absolutely no damage whatsoever. I actually added this in. Originally they said to put reach in, but I can't imagine what the point of having a longer staff would be. But we got drifting contact, pressure point, blood rush, condition overload, jagged edge, weeping wounds, berserker, and organ shatter. So you can pretty much guess from just looking at it, this is entirely a status weapon here. Like, they're not gonna die from the normal attacks. Like, let's just see. Like, yeah, that didn't do anything, right? But then what happens if we start building status? On these level 115 bombards. So we got the berserker procs making us go faster, condition overload making us do more damage because of the blue proc. Yeah. A little bit ridiculous if you ask me. I really couldn't tell you how building is supposed to make sense in this game whatsoever. You look at this build originally and you think, wow, this has to be the stupidest thing ever, none of this makes any sense. But apparently it gets the job done. I mean, granted, you do have to get a bunch of stacks originally. Like, you saw that I killed the third wave much faster than the first two just because of the berserker stacks, I also have something, here I'll show you. The cool thing about Zaws is that you can put an arcane on them, Mine is not fully leveled up. It's only rank 1, but I believe this one, hold on, I don't remember what this shit does. Let's see. 20% chance to deal 100% weapon damage to enemies within 4 meters, so yeah. That'll be why it's doing so much damage to the groups of bombards. But like, I just don't understand. See, that works, as a status thing, but then let's take a look at this Soma Prime here, for example. Let's just simulate one guy. I said one guy, not 20. Thank you. Don't want to gangbang. There we go. Alright. Well, let's look at this. Okay, so this is pretty much... I'll show the build after, actually. Let me just... I mean, it killed the bombard pretty quickly. Yeah, this is probably not the best build for the Soma Prime that I have. I do have a ribbon mod on it, but... Basically, I built this thing, just straight up. Corrosive, does 400 damage, but it has 134% crit chance and a critical multiplier of 6.6. So you can see how this one makes sense, why it's doing so much damage. What do I have on this? Critical chance and multi-shot, yeah. Status duration is, I don't really care about status on the Soma. But, yeah. That makes more sense than what's going on with the swords. I don't understand the swords. I almost don't even want to test out my normal swords because, like, they don't do anything. Like, I don't even know what I have built here to Like, yeah, I'm not even gonna test out any of that. Because nothing I do will make any sense. So, you know, I figured I'd just kill some stuff in here while, you know, I talk to you guys for a little bit. You know, let's just go over the things that happened this year. You know, I got a little list here we can talk about. Not really talk about, just gonna run through, you know. So, let's see, first on the list here. Actually, none of these topics seem good. Let's see, we got Jeffrey Epstein, did kill himself. Area 51 raid caused by the death of Harambe. Yeah. Seems like not much happened this year. Oh yeah, the coronavirus. Yeah, I'm still in my house. This is becoming quite annoying. I kind of wish people would just stop going outside for 5 minutes so that I could go outside. Because pretty soon, I'm just gonna go outside. And I have a feeling most people have that same sentiment. If this is too loud, I am sorry. They dead? Okay, yeah, they're dead. Yeah, seems like not a lot going on this year. You know, I've been stuck inside for 2 months. Probably should have been learning to edit, but, you know, schoolwork and general laziness kind of get in the way of that. Yeah, not much going on. Just wanted to show that I don't understand how building works in this game. And, you know, I figured, why not make a video to at least voice my confusion in this game a little bit. So, you know, as always, you know, if you like the video, dislike the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. Before we go out, I figured I'd close this with, you know, I'd just close out with a little bit of a Transformers fan fiction here. Let's see, what do we have? The new topic of conversation had man say... Wow, okay, I can't speak English anymore. Let me just skip over through this passage here. The new topic of conversation had made Sam's heart rate speed up considerably. I never did think she was right for you, his mother was saying. A lovely girl, of course. Mom, I am not gay. Sam's words were muffled by his hands, by his hands over his face. Now, dear, you know your father and I are very open-minded. And you should know, we don't mind you bringing your boyfriend over for breakfast. Bumblebee is not my boyfriend. Bumblebee, she repeated brightly. What an interesting name. Are you in a band? Okay, we're gonna stop this right here because this is the worst thing I've ever read. Thank you for watching, and dislike the video. Goodbye.